Coach, go ahead. You can start with an opening statement.
Okay. I thought we played an incredible Michigan team. Was not surprised by the way that they fought that game. I thought that they were really physical, and it's something that we were focusing on all week, just to match their physicality. But I thought they played amazing. Great game. Unfortunate as far as the second half. I didn't feel like we really could get the stops that we wanted to get. We couldn't get the stops that we wanted to get out and run in transition. So I wasn't too happy about our effort defensively in the second half. But I know that I have a young team. I got a couple additions that haven't practiced a lot. So I know it's going to take some time, but really got to focus on getting better defensively. So hopefully we can come back on Sunday with a better defensive effort.
Wonderful. Our first question will be from Pete Byrne. Pete, go ahead. Pete, I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we're good. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Sorry. Coach, you mentioned that you guys weren't able to get the stops and get out and run in the second half. How important is it to the style of play that you want for that to be able to happen?
It's extremely important. I really I love the depth that we have, and I love our guards. And so I feel like our guards are very fast. We got 3-point shooters on both sides of the wing. And so that's something that I want to do all the time. So our focus was trying to win the battle, the boards, and get out and run. So when we didn't do that in the second half, we had to go into our half court offense. And I don't want to be a half court team. I want to be able to kind of mix it up and get out and run. So when we didn't do that defensively, get the stops that we really wanted, it kind of slowed us down. And I just feel like this is a team that I'm really trying to teach to want to run with pace and play with pace and space. And so I thought that we got it a little bit in the first half, but it's something that I want more.
Sure. We got to see Sam and Caitlin for the first time tonight, and obviously we know that they have more in the tank. This is their first game back, but what did you see from them tonight?
Well, Sam's such an incredible shooter, so she's got to get, her wind back, her cardio, all that good stuff. But she's such a great shooter, so she's such a threat on the court, from the 3-point line. She's has such a great shot. So we wanted to kind of go to her early. She had limited minutes. So wanted to get her some good looks, but I was really happy with her. Again, she's just trying to work her way back in. And I thought Kate did a really good job in the first half. She came in and gave us a really big spark defensively with her length. She got to the rim, got to the free throw line a couple times. So I was happy with what she did as well. Again, both of them haven't been practicing full for us. So, it was just great just to have that depth, to have 2 starters from last year to come off the bench. So I was really happy with that. But again, we have to work on our rhythm. Everyone trying to get that chemistry. We haven't had that. And so that's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm definitely going to trust that it's going to take some time to get the rhythm and chemistry back.
Thank you.
Next, we'll have Anthony Anderson from the South Bend Tribune. Anthony, go ahead. Anthony, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Pete covered a lot of it, Neil, and so did you. I want to ask about Michaela and Nat. Are they out long term, or can you shed any light on how long they are out? Yeah.
I couldn't hear I couldn't hear. Oh, they're both day to day, so they're both coming back from ACLs, and so basically that's kind of the medical team. They have to go through a complete procedure of, rehab. They have to get cleared from the doctor, so the trainer. So that's a medical team decision. So hopefully, Mick's been having, getting in 25% of practice. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks I can have her back. But she tore her ACL and had surgery in March, so we're kind of waiting for that 9-month mark. So. Hopefully it could be in the next couple of weeks.
And then is Nat longer term, or is she day to day?
Yeah, she's longer term because she also had an ACL in high school, so she's still rehabbing.
Okay, so we're talking multiple weeks still?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Next up, we'll have Denise Workin. Denise, go ahead and ask your question. Denise? Okay, we'll come back to Denise. Let's go to George Bashura. George, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Coach, how does it feel to have a Westbeld on the floor as a freshman and leading the scorers on your team? And two, I know someone asked a question. How soon do you think that Sam will be back at full strength?
Sam's day to day, so it just depends on how her knees feel. So that I can't have the answer to that. I think she's going to probably be limited again in practice to try to get her knee back where it needs to get to 100%. It's great to have Maddie on the floor. I knew Maddie Westbeld was going to be an impact player, and she's just scratching the surface. And so once she gets a little bit more disciplined, she's started our first 3 games as a freshman, so she's still learning, how to play, the flow of the game, how the game's going. So she's going to be so great. And so I just, really encouraged by what she does. She plays so hard, very coachable. She's going to continue to get better and better. And, playing these type of teams and players as in, Nas Hillman in Michigan is only going to make her better. So I'm, super happy when she's on the floor.
Okay, and we'll try for Denise one more time. Go ahead, Denise.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, finally. It must be really encouraging that you have several players that can put up points for you on any given night, and that you're not dependent on just one person in terms of your offensive output.
Absolutely. I think that's something that's going to be great for me this year and for this team to have so much depth. We have so much depth in multiple positions. Once we can get 100% healthy, it's gonna be great. But I love that not one person, anyone can score on our team. So that's another focus of mine, is just to make sure that we're playing unselfishly. At any point, it could be anybody's night, and that's super encouraging. First night, Dara had 37. Next night, Maddie's in the 20s. She's got 18 tonight. Destiny had 24 the other night. So at any point, anyone can step up, and within our offense, it's a very equal opportunity offense. So I really love that. That's something that's going to be a credit to our team this year.
Thank you very much, Coach
Thank you.
Ivey.
Oh, thanks.